Hello my Owlettes and welcome to the month of September. It has been a long awaiting month for me. I love September. It's the beginning of all things pumpkin-y and all the months that, you know, I look forward to every year. So let's go ahead and get our journal set up for September. So I've kind of started it, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work. I'm kind of going to show you guys the supplies I plan on using. And I have this basket here. Let me move this out of the way for just a second. So I went ahead and assembled my journal. I believe I talked about it. I had the spiral bound that I got from Dazio. I'm kind of having a little bit regret about using this journal, but I love the cover. I love it. And the reason I have regrets is, let me show you. So it's spiral, and it seems like it's getting hung up here. And I noticed that it doesn't lay, flat. I mean, it lays flat, but like some of the pages were starting to tear because this paper is extremely thin. So I just hope that it can last up to the durability of me and what all I put in my journal. So that is a concern a little bit, but I'm going to be, I'm just going to be cautious of that as I move along. I am making a special trip this year back to Vermont. I'm so excited, and I'm going to be making another little junk journal for my trip. So that will help keep down the fluff in here. I went back and forth on what I wanted to do. I mean, literally, I had this one journal. I should have brought it out. It's an old address book. I was going to bring it because you can like punch holes. See, here I am second guessing myself. Should I do that? Should I not do that? But I think what I'm going to do is use one of these half journals, half composition books. I'll take it apart and make it into a junk journal, because I really think it's very small. And it's going to be a fast and furious trip, but we're going to try to fit in as much as we can. And I think that having a little small journal like this will probably work, because it's only, let's see here, I think it's like 4 or 5 days. And that's travel. So 2 days of traveling, so you're like literally, I guess we're doing like 4 days of fun and then 2 travel, something like that. So I'm thinking about doing this size, and plus I'm kind of on wanting to do this for my December daily, this little one. I don't know, we'll see. So I'll make a decision here, and then this next week, because this weekend or next weekend I'm going to a retreat for just my girls just want to craft. It's an 80 theme. We're just going to create all weekend, be with my kindred spirits. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and get set up. First of all, I brought out my basket because we're gonna set it up, put all the things in here that I want to use in my journal this month. So being that this has no lines in it, even though I created my own lines here, which I'm gonna go into that in just a moment, I want to, squeaky basket, I want to like put some things in here that can help me along the way. I love this owl, and actually I have a lot of owl ephemera that my friend Deidre gave me, but I have no idea what I did with it. I know I did something with it because I set it aside, because I'm like, this is what I'm using in my September journal. And it's somewhere. I know it's somewhere, so I'm going to find it. But I bought all this stuff. I did show you guys these things from Dazio, so I can also make little memo pads and write little things on them and put them in here if I'm needing some lines. Here is I'm not going to put that in there. I'm like, here's a thing about flowers. No, I'm not going to put that in there. I am going to be adding this little piece from the, isn't it cute? It's a little apple and mixer from the apple dumpling kit. Here is another pad that I'll be using, and another memo pad. And then these are actually, I don't think I'm going to put these in there. They're actually little postcards, but I don't know if I'll put those in there or not. We're definitely doing like a back to school also in this journal. So I have these little notepads here I can put in here. So yeah, I have kind of some things that I have set aside. For this kit. So this is like, I think the rest of it's just kind of stuff that I have sitting out. Maybe put some of these stickers in. This is trash. So, so yeah, these are some of the things that I had purchased that I wanted to include. Now, I did buy some new flare pens. Did not need them at all, but you know, I wanted some new flare pens. So yeah, so I'm going to be putting those in my, somewhere. I'm going to try to keep them all together. I did buy these new pens I want to try out with you guys because I'm curious how they write. And then let's see, is there anything else that I need to, oh, I bought these little pens. These are kind of some of my favorite writing pens. I found these cute little stickers, so I'm going to put those in there. They're apple themed for back to school. And then you guys look, okay, so I have been obsessing about this cute little notepad at Walmart. It's by Claire's. They have this little counter that has like all the Claire's stuff on it. It's like $10. I have no use for it, but it's this little cute little French fry little notebook. It's the cutest thing. Anyway, but I did see this pen and I was like, well, you know, the pen is on clearance for $3.44. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it writes. It seems really cute. It has the different colors. Let's close this up. And we're going to try out these markers too. I'm sorry, these pens. So, oh, it actually writes really good and it's not top heavy. This is where I always mess up somehow. How do I make it go in? I thought you could lift it up or just do, oh, just do another color. Okay. Red. Cute. Purple. Okay. Definitely worth $3.44 in my opinion. So let's try these out real quick here too. These were INC. I don't know what brand they are, but I always like to see if I can find a new pen that I like. Oh, I like those. And I really kind of like the ballpoint. Oh, and you just push it in, it goes out. I do like that. Let's try the black out. Oh yeah, that's a nice pen. And they're real lightweight. Okay. These are a good purchase. They're real cheap too. I don't even remember how much they were, but that's why I bought them, because you know I don't need any more pens, but I'm always looking for some new writing pens. Let's see. Darker purple. Somehow I always end up with my purple pens. Ooh, I like the blue. I used to love writing with blue. I don't know, now I'm not a blue person very much. And so definitely these were a good buy. I really think they were $1.50 or something like that. So those were a good buy. And I'll put them in my little box here in a moment. Okay, so let's move on to actually setting up our journal. So this is the September journal. As you can see, I already added the cover. I've added the inside pages as well. This is just paper from Hobby Lobby. But see how the paper's already like squishing up here? Oops, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know, that really bothers me. It's having a hard time turning the pages. See, and I'm terrified that they're going to end up coming out. So we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. So this was the September girl for the BBGs. If you're wondering what BBG is, it's Big Brave Girls. So they're the bigger stickers and they're all brave. They're brave girls, and so yeah, so that's kind of where the wording came from. So I'm going to pull her off and add her in. And you guys, anybody that was part of the sticker club, the BBG sticker club, and CWR sticker club, everything's in the mail. I forgot it was a 3-day weekend, so it might have like prolonged. Some of the things I shipped out last minute, but I'm already on my route to cutting and designing the stickers for this next month. They're all designed. I just need to design them in the software and cut stickers. So I am on top of it this month because I have so much going on. I want to be on top of it every month. But sometimes, some months are just weirder than other. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to cover her up, so I'm going to just put September here. And then I always like to write in the year at the beginning. There's a couple other ones from last year, or the couple years that I haven't wrote in the date, and I'm going to actually go back and do that because I don't know, especially ones that I don't start a new journal or new journal, or like, there's a few that I started mid-month, which that's very, I remember doing it too, but it was just how the pages worked, you know, like the journal before I could put half a month in, but now I try to keep it where at least 2 months fit into one journal. But this particular one and the October one, I feel like the remaining months of this year will go into separate journals. I don't know yet. So we're going to, again, figure that out. My 4 is kind of weird. There we go. It's weird. So, yeah. And I used to put the dates on the BBGs, but I open them back up. I guess I could take the date off, but I have these. Not only are they subscription where you can order them and they get shipped to you, or you can just order one-offs where you can go online and order them. Now I have cleaned up my website a bit, and I'm trying to keep it where it's like the seasonal stuff is available, you know, it's per season versus having like all the months available, because that was one of the things that I was trying to improve on, is getting things shipped a lot sooner. I'm actually looking into other aspects of getting having some other ideas coming up. Let's just put it that way. I'm just going to put all these leaves all the way around her. And then I'll probably come back and do some little polka dots. I feel like I need to put something like fall, or maybe a crayon kit. I got this really cool jumbo pack of stickers from Walmart. And I absolutely love them because they have all these crayons in there, and you know I love crayons. So yeah, I'm excited. I love this. Let me see here. They have a ton of crayons. So that's what I'm going to put. Since we're getting ourselves back to school. I'll put 3 in there. And then we'll continue adding some pumpkins or something, because you know it's still pumpkin spice season too. Okay, and then I'll just come in and do this, and this is stuff I can sit down and do in the evenings. You know, come back in here with some polka dots, maybe some little brown mixture in there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And then, so last month I did something a little different, and I actually really liked it, is I created clusters for every month. I'm going to go ahead and put my calendar in here while I talk about it. So this is a calendar I picked up at TJ Maxx earlier, I believe like last month or the month before, because I used it in the last kit. But I created, I I created clusters in my, where's my scissors? I created little, hold on. Here they are. Little clusters for every day of the week, every day. So that way they were already completed. And that made such a difference when it went to documenting. So basically, what I mean by clusters is I would take, I'll show you guys in just a minute, I would take like a little thing, like say for example, I take a little, that's where I really love the journaling cards that come in the kits. Not that I'm putting that out there, but I do love adding the journaling cards in that come inside the CWR kits, because I can put those in there, add a couple stickers, you know, do my dates, like if I have like specialty, you know, like Labor Day, Grandparents' Day, I can add that in there. And then I go ahead and put like the day of the week. Like for example, I'd put Sunday, September 1st, you know, with my days of the week. And then that way they're already all documented, already in here. And this month's going to be a little different because I do have, does this fit in here? Let me see. I do have other activities that are going to probably have more added for those days. So yeah, I don't know. For example, the girls just want to craft. I want to create a little book for, I mean not a book, but I want to create pages in here, and that may take up more than just one page. So when that did happen, I can always just do a tip in, you know. So I'm going to add this. Right here. Did it go over a little bit? Just a teeny tiny bit. I should have cut off this pink, but I'm going to leave it as is. It's going to be just fine. So, again, I feel like I need to keep this going so that I know it's September 2024. And I have some quotes I want to add in here. I forgot, one of the things we're going to be doing, you guys, when we're in Vermont is, because I love quotes, I love poems, is we're going to go see the Robert Frost Museum. Last year I went and saw the house where it was kind of like a poetry place where you could go and just like, it's gorgeous, you guys, beautiful. It was so calm, so pretty, but it was closed. But I absolutely was like, I want to go back there. Well, then we found this museum and I was like, I want to go to the museum. So we're going to go do that. So these are just some quotes that I'll just add on here. Like I said, I kind of have some room to really play in this journal because it is a standalone journal and there's more than the 30 days of September in there. So I'm just going to add these couple quotes. And these actually, I don't know, I want to say they came from Pocket Journal Pan. Don't you miss her, you guys? If she's ever out there, I miss you, and I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you come back to us one day. So, but so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and add those in there, and then put some more of these little stickers. This sticker paper drives me crazy, and I know you guys are getting it too because I ship them to you guys, and it's like frustrating. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry if my stickers want to be a pain and not come off the page right away. I know my fingers are a mess, you guys. I've been painting all weekend, so and then I finished up this morning, so that's why they're just they've got orange on them, because we are having some emotional pumpkins going into, yes, emotional pumpkins, you guys, going into the CWR Sticker Club. And so they, of course, are orange and very emotional. Candy corn. So does anybody like candy corn out there? We bought candy corn. Yeah, I can do a couple pieces. I love the pumpkin ones, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, the sugar and my teeth are going like in shock, going, what is all this you're putting on us? Go brush your teeth. Get this sugar off. Okay. So again, come in here, add more stickers. I just wanted to add that lettering in, so it went with this one. And then of course those two quotes that I picked out. Okay, so the next thing I have is Sweet September. And this is from Mommy Muddling, you guys. I'll leave her link below. And these are just some of her 21 journaling prompts for writing in your journal in the month of September. So I love that. I'm definitely going to try to complete some of these. I always say I want to complete all of them. If I do, yay for me. But it's definitely on my list to try to complete as many as possible. Okay, one more thing I'm going to add to this page. Oh, and then I added this. So this is like one of her prompts is Hello September. And I actually really like this prompt because I'm thinking it would really work well for every month. You know, like to kind of do like a what your expectations are or what's going on this month. And then you can add maybe add some things about last month. Excuse me, I'm yawning. And then you can look back at it and, you know, kind of do like, oh wow, did this work? Because, you know, we have a whole new month ahead of us. So, okay. And isn't Raggedy Andy cute? So yeah, I'll go more into that little theme, little book. That's a vintage book page, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, so let me go back over to, what am I going to, oh, I know what I was going to add here. I kind of wanted to do a collage of like things, but I bet you guys are wondering, are you going to add another habit tracker in your page? And I don't know, you guys, I did terrible. It's kind of, and it's almost kind of like, it makes you kind of feel like your goals, and it made it feel like, well, gee, I didn't get that done. And instead of me saying exercise, I put in steps because I walk a lot, like in the back to feed the cows and stuff like that. So I get in steps. I just don't like say, okay, here's 30 minutes. I'm going to go walk on the treadmill or walk or do a video or walk outside. I just kind of like do things, right? So I don't know. I pulled out my habit tracker, but as I'm talking to you guys about it, I don't know if I really want to do it this month because for one, I have a lot of things going on. And two, I did terrible last month. It's kind of sad. It's like, oh, I feel terrible about myself that I couldn't keep up. But I could do goals, you guys. I could write goals down. I love adding pictures. So I think that's what I'm going to do on here. This page is just kind of leave it right now. And I'll add my, because I do have like pictures and kind of like a vision board. You know, I think I'll put a vision board in here of what September holds. Here I'll put a Hello September, which is one of the journaling prompts. And I just thought it was adorable since Raggedy Andy is on the telephone. And yeah, so here's my clusters, here's my letters. So let me show you exactly what I mean by a cluster. So let's say, okay, I'm going to put Hello September, and this is going to be September 1, right? This page here. So I would get, like, say for example, let's use one of my things that I plan to use in here. So let's just say I'm going to use this little sticky note. Sure is small. Let's use one of these. Okay, so let me glue it down. Oh, and the glue sticks, I'm going to add my new glue sticks in there. I know I have another one somewhere on here. So I'm going to put this down like that. right? And then, so it's going to be, let's just say, oh, I'm going to show you some printables I got too. These are some printables that I pulled off of Etsy, and I'll leave a link below. Aren't they adorable? They're like back to school themes, so I thought it was so cute to add a little little cuteness on there. I love the vintage. I did a lot of painting, so we're going to put the painting on there. This little girl painting. So I'd like to cut all these out and have them go in here. That would be a great little task to do. So I'm going to add her on here, right? She can be a little cluster. And the first is actually one of my nephew's birthdays. Actually, I'm going to put her up here. And then the first was actually, what was it? Sunday the 1st. So I'll put Sunday on here. And then I'll put number 1. And then what I would do is I spent one, you know, evening, and then I would put the same thing, a little cluster over here, and then I would put, you know, like, adding stickers or whatever to here. So that was my goal. That was what I did last month, and it really, wow, you guys, it was a game changer. I'll be honest with you. But my downfall is, like I said, is this year, I mean, this month, I have kind of like, I'm going to be including some writing prompts in here. I'm going to be including like several days worth of things that, like, for example, the event that we have. So I don't know if I will do that this month, but it sure did change a lot. Or maybe I'll just look at the calendar and be like, oh, okay, this is a straight week. Like, I have like, this week is what I consider a straight week, which is like no events, and then I have one more in between the retreat and our trip that is a straight week. I don't know why I use straight, but it seems like it's just like, okay, yeah, maybe it's like straight numbers or something, straight across the board versus all these other activities. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, one more, let me just close with this. Oh, let me show you real quick. That's what I wanted to show you. These are, so I found some book pages. This was an old beat up book, you guys, and it has all of Raggedy Ann. He's huge, don't get me wrong, but I think it would be really cute to add, because he's like at school, so I thought that would be cute. And then we're going to put this habit tracker somewhere else. Maybe next month. Next month's going to be a lot. Well, you know, it's never... Got stuff going on. I've got my stickers. They're not going to fit in here, but I'm just going to put them in here for now. And then I've got my pumpkin spice stickers. I did some books. I was inspired by Stacy Costner. She's doing her journal this month about back to school too, and it has Richard Scarry, which I love his artwork. And so I had these books that I've been saving just for putting in my journal. Oh, look, I could have said September is calling. It's so many fun things, you know. So, yeah, so I have this that I can use. And this is another one, I believe. So, yeah, lots of different ideas. Yeah, just for fun, Richard Scarry book. That's what it was. And it's kind of marked, well, it was kind of beat up too. Most of the books I tear up are beat up, so. And I can't let my daughter know because she gets really upset when I start cutting up books. And this is an old book. It had stickers all on the front. And I just love the illustrations, you guys. But I'm going to show y'all something in here. I think these would work out great. I don't know. This is just, I just love the illustrations. But I had to show y'all. I was looking at it last night. And this one cracks me up. Because it's come up a couple times in conversation. this bathroom, there's carpet in the bathroom, and people are like, who puts carpet in the bathroom? But I remember that being a thing, you know, in the 80s. Oh, I know what it was. We had gone to a funeral and they had carpet in the bathroom, and Brazos thought that was so odd. She's like, that's just weird having carpet in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, they used to have carpet in the bathrooms. And I saw this in here and I thought, oh my gosh, look, it's carpet in the bathroom. So anyway, I just thought that was cute. It is an old book from the 80s, but it was, the cover was all messed up. So it's going in my journal. So I'm excited. I always love starting a new journal at the beginning of the month. So stay tuned for more fun coming your way. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.